Hello, 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 and welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you all so much for being here. Uh, okay, Dylan Hahn. All right. Stalling. So much just kind of dropped out of nowhere today. I was sitting up there minding my own business, wasn't bothering nobody. And the next thing I know, some of my favorite stories sawed off just like that. I was just sitting there minding my business, wasn't bothering nobody. And then all of a sudden, okay, all right, enough stalling. Although that was starting to look promising. Huh. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, let me see who's here. First person was here was Church Nelly. Happy Thursday. Yeah, it's still Thursday. Happy Thursday. Good evening, Baron, Baronettes, Baronites, and all squatties from around the world. Well, thank you for being here, First Church Nelly. And I know it's like well past your bedtime, but thank you for staying here. All right, so I'm just going to skip through all the greetings and just go right into it. Let me get the slides up. Oh, my goodness. It's an embarrassment of riches. I didn't know where to start. I was just like, and then this came up. And as you can see, I made 3 edited videos earlier. It was getting good to me, and so I just kept making them. But and then that little voice in my head said, "Don't go live tonight." Well, then I said, "Nah, I want to celebrate all of the good news with everybody." So I'm here. And anyway, I'm going to get to it very fast. I'm just taking a quick look through the comments. It's a lot of comments, and I missed everything, but I'm not going to try to catch up. But if it was something really important, try it again, and I'll try to see if I can spot it. All right, so there we go. Harry and Meghan 2024 rollout. I think it's started, you guys. I think the 2024 rollout has begun because today there was something from Travelist. There was this video that we didn't know exists, like the one there on the left side. That one was all about the ripple of hope. Now, considering everything that is going on with copyrights and all that kind of stuff, I don't dare share the video with you guys. And I noticed that nobody's sharing it. I don't think anybody's sharing it. There's an old saying, I bet you don't think fat meat greasy. Well, yes, I do. Fat meat is greasy. And I don't have to get my head busted to find out. So won't be showing that video, although it is charming. Now, the thing is, if you want to see the video, you have to go to Vimeo. I will play the sound for the video for you, but I just won't play the video because, that could be a problem. And I don't think it's on YouTube, but Lady Bird has spoken. I'm sorry, did I miss something? Lady Bird says, Baron, don't ever not go live on me. Yeah, I know what you mean. I would feel weird. That's the thing, is that now that it has become such a integral part of the day, if I didn't, I would feel restless. I really would. I would feel restless. So even if it's just for 30 minutes, it'd just be easier to just go on and say a few somethings, and then I wouldn't feel weird and awkward and inadequate, you know? So, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I feel you. Okay, so also royal family messiness. I'll get to that and more news updates. Okay. Hey, Black Queen. So I don't think I've ever seen this one before. I kind of feel like I have seen it before, but then again, I haven't. I don't know. But the lighting is very low. And one thing about the gingers, the redheads, sometimes they look like they don't have eyebrows, right? It's almost as though they don't have an expression on their face. Harry, usually, you know, he does have some shadow there, but sometimes I notice that they just don't. It just all blends in depending on the light, but still, he looks great there. Meghan, of course, with that megawatt smile of hers, flawless. So, yeah, but this one has been making the rounds, and I don't recall where it's from. It may even be part of one of the photos that I'll show you later, but don't know where it comes from. Ah, there it is. So that was the video. Oh my God, don't they look good? They look amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. What a gorgeous couple. What a gorgeous couple. You know, sometimes you be forgiven if you forget what an attractive couple they are, but they are a very handsome couple. So let me grab the sound. Harry's narration was majestic, and Meghan, of course, absolutely flawless. So I didn't think about the link for the video. Some of y'all have seen it already, but I promise you I will try to fix that later. Okay, let me go ahead and grab the sound for that. Harry, I mean, both of them. What's amazing about both of them, they could both do narrations. They really could both, like, they would be amazing if they did voiceovers all the time. That is something that is like, and especially Harry. I don't know that I ever even thought of that before, but now it's just like, Harry, where have you been hiding this talent? Where have you been hiding this talent? Okay, so are you all ready? Uh-oh. What do you mean my account doesn't have permission? Well, cannot view content. Your account does not have permission to view this content. What? That's okay. That's okay, because guess what? I recorded it already earlier, so it says something about offline, but that's okay. That's okay. Let me find it someplace else. I mean, I can't show you the video, but at least you can hear it. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it said that, but that's okay. I have a backup. I have a backup. One thing I've learned is that if there's a video important to you, you better go ahead and record it before it's gone, because it will disappear on you.
From RFK Human Rights for this distinguished honor.
Oh, sorry. Let me set it up. Okay, ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you, Kerry and Ethel, and everybody from RFK Human Rights for this distinguished honor. It's humbling to be recognized among such an illustrious group of icons, trailblazers, and advocates, both past and present, including President Zelensky, whose fearless leadership this year has firmly cemented his place in the history books of tomorrow. And of course, Bill Russell, who may no longer be with us, but leaves a remarkable legacy in the advancement of civil rights.
The enduring dream of Robert F. Kennedy of a just and peaceful world is so much more than a simple hope. It's a direct ask, an explicit challenge, a call to action, a test of individual courage and collective spirit. And his appeal to humanity is as relevant today as it was in 1966 when he stood before the University of Cape Town, a place we've visited and hold close to our hearts. And he delivered a vision for the common good of society.
Bobby Kennedy said, "Each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope."
And he also said, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
And as we all face a complex and challenging time in the world, we choose a path of optimism, of care for each other and our communities. And we understand this honor is not about the culmination of a life's work, but instead, and in many ways for us, a beginning.
Finally, we're deeply excited to announce that Archwell Foundation and RFK Human Rights are partnering on a new initiative to give young people a chance to be storytellers for human rights. Our new award will be given to students who create films focused on defenders of women's rights and whose stories challenge some of the very archetypes that continue to try to hold women back today. It's called the Archwell Foundation Award for Gender Equity in Student Film, a springboard for creativity and activism, a place for them to come together through young leadership.
We leave you tonight with parting words from Bobby Kennedy that have resonated with both of us. Few will have the greatness to bend history, but each of us can work to change a small portion of the events. And in the total of all these acts will be written the history of this generation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I don't know where this setting is or whatever, but I believe that the video was supposed to have been shown, of course, when they accepted the award. This was supposed to be their acceptance. And perhaps this was made just in case they were unable to attend, maybe. But there's got to be a story there somewhere. Now, I don't know. I have been trying to sort that out. I mean, I have this, obviously, but Dylan Hahn is the one who recorded this, right? And I guess he's just been sitting on it. And maybe it just wasn't shown, or I don't know. I don't know why they had this and then nobody was able to see it. And I think it's been uploaded for like a month. I think it was uploaded to the Vimeo. Is that how you say the other platform? Anyway, I believe it was uploaded a month ago, and it's just been sitting there. And then today, all of a sudden, it was all over the Sussex squad. And curiously enough, I didn't see any of the tabloids pick it up. None of the tabloids have shown it. So I don't recall this video from, last year. And it seems like it just shown up out of nowhere. So very, very, very strange. Glad to have it. I mean, I'm not asking questions because I'm trying to, say it shouldn't be here. I'm glad it's here, but still, it was just kind of odd the way this dropped out of the blue. So if anybody knows where it comes from or why did we just get it, please let me know. But the people that shared it on the Twitter, they had no explanation for it. They had no explanation. It's just like, there's the speech and there it is. And so it goes, and be grateful, go sit down somewhere. Let me check one more place and see if they have an explanation for the sudden appearance of this video. I'm going to check one more place. In other words, someplace very reliable. And she has nothing. So yeah, it's the mystery video. Why did we just get it? I don't know, but they look amazing. I'm loving the color on Meghan. she almost never wears like that shade of blue. I'm gonna guess it's just like a royal blue, but I don't think I've ever seen her in a royal blue before. Hey, Joan. Are you saying see ya? I know I'm on super late, but I went into a video making frenzy earlier today. I posted 3 videos today. It was fun editing. I cannot tell you why that relaxes me so much, but I love doing it. What is that? I know Robert F. Kennedy is rolling in his grave about his brain broken namesake. Oh, his son. Yeah. His son, the one who seems like he's got, what do they call it? A hairball? Like when those cats have the fur or whatever in their throat. Yeah, like he's going to cough up a fur ball or something. Oh, well. Thank you so much. So this, I believe, is the videographer, and apparently somewhere there's some behind the scene photos, or I don't think this was a video. I don't think this was a video, but you can see that this person is in that room, and looks like they're using their phone to take a selfie or something like that. But yeah, so I believe that was shared, and I guess they were just sitting on top of this video. I don't have an explanation for it. I guess it's not that important. The main thing is that we get to see it, but I can only guess that maybe they made this video just in case, for whatever reason, they were unable to go and receive the prize in person, and so there you have it. They just yeah, okay. They just got it, and that's it, right? Right. Anyway, glad to have it, and I love the speech. The speech, that speech completes me. I'm going to try one more thing that I can figure out to try to figure out where this comes from. And I wonder if it hasn't been taken away now, because I saw it and okay, I see where it was shared. Yeah. Other than that, folks, just a mystery. Just a mystery. Okay. But to the squatty that shared this today, thank you very much. You complete me. You definitely complete me. Okay. Huh. Behind the Scenes 2022. Yeah, so that's what this photo is called. Behind the Scene 2022. Okay. And that person is, okay. All right, you guys. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. Okay, mystery solved. I mean, it'll just have to be shelved for the time being. And there you go. There is the videographers right there. And they were, let me see, is there a date there? Is there a date in all of this? Standby. Nope, I don't see an actual date. I'm looking at all of the stuff around the screen there. Yeah, I don't see a date. Okay, let's keep it going. Oh, Lord, what did I just do? What happened to it? Okay, there's that. And then, oh, sorry. There you go. And then, of course, there is the face card. There is the face card. Yes, there is our Duchess with her beloved, beautiful face card. Absolutely. And the hair on point, very casual. And that is our Duchess face card. Now, Then yesterday, wait, is that out of order? Let me see. I think that's out of order. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I do think that's out of order. Let me check it out. That is. Oh, fudge. Is that out of order? Oh, no. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's fine. That's fine. Okay. So yesterday we had this. There was a hearing in the Senate about the online cyberbullying, all of the malicious content, as well as, well, I'm just going to try to be as delicate as possible, but there have been people who have harmed themselves because of the attacks that have occurred on the social media. There have been people that have been blackmailed, humiliated, threats have been made. It is horrible. And for any parent to be somewhere else in the house or somewhere else in the world for that matter, and your child is being exposed to all types of evil on the internet. And the goal is to make that space a lot safer than what it is right now. Right now, it can be like a battlefield for young people. And a lot of them, as sophisticated as they want to believe that, that's their children, their adolescents, their pubescent. They shouldn't have to deal with this stuff. And I love the way, I think it was Harry who said, you have the best and the brightest that is creating ways to keep people engaged with these platforms, but there's no incentive to protect the innocent, the young people, the children. So that is something that definitely needs work. And I know Harry and Meghan is doing this out of the goodness of their heart, but also I'm just going to point out it is definitely another reason why they are able to connect with the younger generation, because there's nothing more important than knowing that you're heard. And I actually had this conversation with someone today where I said, the most brilliant thing about the younger people today is that they will address mental illness, mental health, whereas, generations ago, you just didn't talk about it. You couldn't find someone who was well versed. But now these kids are like, I need to see someone because I'm having issues. And I'm just amazed and happy at the same time. But I'm more amazed. I am happy, but I am more amazed because it is a type of discipline that I knew I didn't have at their age. So I applaud the young people, and anyone who thinks that, oh, these young people are so soft, if something ever happened, if there was some national tragedy or something, look at how they responded to the global pandemic. Look at how the young people in Ukraine, the way that they were able to use the skills of the video games to go to war, to protect their homeland. And of course, even in all kind of places, it's the young people that address the innovations needed to I guess come up with some other way of keeping people keeping their homes heated, keeping their phones charged and stuff like that. It's just incredible. So I do applaud the young people. I'm not one of those people that just try to say, oh, they're not as smart, they're not as tough. Yeah, they are. They're smarter, and I think they're tougher because they are more self-aware, I believe. So Let's see. LDSW says the color of Meghan's blue dress is slighter darker than the Jason Wu dress that she wore with the Aquazura pumps with clear stone on the heel strap early in the pregnancy. The Jason Wu. Gosh, I don't know what that looks like. I'm trying to picture it. But I'll try to take a look at that. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I'll share it. Jason Wu. Jason Wu. That's WU, right? Meghan Markle. Oh, okay. Yes. And I remember the cameraman was like, okay, you guys, I'm going to share it. I'm not going to hold out on you. I'm going to share it. Give me just a second. Wow, what a good eye you have. What a great eye you have. That is incredible. All right, I will share. Give me just a second. I got to close some of these screens. I got too much stuff open. Oh, man, way too much open. Okay, that is better. I will share. Give me just a second. Jason Wu. Yeah, I put in Jason Wu, Meghan Markle, and that was the first thing that came up. Huh. Go figure. Leave it to the Sussex squad. Oh, okay. Something's got to go. Let me get rid of something. Try that one more time. Okay, are we coming up or no? Okay, no, not. Okay, let me get rid of that. I don't need that. Don't need the, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should have kept that. Maybe I should have kept that. All right. Well, you know what? It's not letting me, it's not letting me share it. It's not letting me share it. Oh, man, and it's right here, too. Let's try one more time. You know, sometimes it's a matter of where you retrieve the photo, and then it just doesn't want to cooperate. Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Yeah, it is not giving. It is not. Why in the world is this not opening? God, she looks good here. You know what? You know I won't be defeated. I'm going to try this one more time. I will not be defeated. Don't know why this doesn't want to open. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you, LDSW. See? What do you think? That color is quite complimentary. It looks very, it is the color. It is the color. Let me take that away so you can see it better. Wow. Yeah. And so that was early in the pregnancy, right? Now, there's a pleat in the front. It almost looks like a fin, but there are like, not like a regular folded pleat, but it's, you can barely make it out there, but you can see how it has that kind of like wavy line coming down the front. I believe there was like maybe 3 or 4 of those pleats in the front. Unusual pleat. And oh, I just noticed that that dress is fully lined with another fabric. Of course it is. I mean, it's expensive. It should be fully lined. Looks like it's lined with silk or satin or something like that. But anyway, yes. And there are the Aquazuras. I only ever saw those one time, I believe. So, good call, LDSW. Good call. Yeah. You get a bell for that. Speaking of bells, let me see. Emmy Nadafu, thank you so much for the super sticker. And Lizzie34, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you both very much, and thank you so much for being here. I am having fun tonight. You all, I hope you can contain yourselves, because I got a feeling it's going to be like some really, well, remember, Meghan said that there's going to be a rollout. So be prepared to let the good times roll. So once again, let us compare the color. Okay, so there's that one. Then I'll take that away. See there? I'm seeing it. Love that color. Only ever seen her with that one time. Oh, well, now this is the second time. Okay. Anastasia, you were on Morali. I saw it. It was kind of a generic comment. I don't think it was anything malicious. It was just like, I don't agree. I listened to it a couple times and I didn't see anything malicious. But wow, you are known on these YouTube streets. Usually they say Twitter streets, but YouTube streets. Okay. Let me take that away. Oh, I just need to keep moving. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So did that. That one is blank for no good reason. There's the face card. And we talked about the parents yesterday. So if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you go to the Archwell website. Please put some traffic through that Archwell website. Go there and read this article for yourself. It is important that we utilize all things Sussex whenever possible. Now, of course, you all have your lives and everything. Believe it or not, I do some other things through the day. So yeah, but some things are just essential, and the Archwell website, that is mandatory. So if you're here and you hear my voice, please hear my voice later, or even right now if you choose, but go to that Archwell website and take a look around. Just click on news, and this news or press release, whatever you want to call it, this update from the Archwell Foundation is there. And yeah, and then that way you will have done your duty to make sure that we are utilizing the Archwell website. And they don't update the website a lot, but believe me, if I see something, I will remind you. So you don't have to check every day, but I will remind you. Okay, now that I have Archwell website shamed everybody, let me see here. Okay, and next, yeah, and then there were hugs. I did make a video about that, didn't I? Yes, I did. No, this was actually from the live from yesterday. I just recall. Yeah, that is from the live yesterday. I just kind of layered Harry and Meghan, but you can actually see them sitting in the chair there. And look at Harry. You know, you just want to go up and give Harry a great big hug, because Harry, you know, he is very sensitive. They're both very sensitive, but Harry was very sensitive about this topic, and he seemed, comfortable speaking. Well, he was comfortable speaking and everything, but you couldn't help but feel for these parents. And so, as much as I admire, applaud, and pray for the parents that have suffered a loss, for the people who are new parents, or they're a parent and they are just want to help, this is a very, very touchy topic for anybody, very sensitive topic. And so it was a lot of emotions in that room. And I guess I'm trying to say there was a lot of people that were squirming in their seats, listening to some of the testimony from these parents. But they have done so much for people who didn't know that there was a community that you can talk to. So thank God for that. So yeah. And I'm just proud of Harry and Meghan facilitating, participating, especially after things that they went through in New York last time. But they came back. They had more control over the situation. There wasn't all of that nonsense like before. And you know what they say, when you fall off a horse, you just got to get right back up on it. Otherwise, you could lose your ability to ride. And that's what they did. They got back up on the horse and they were there for the people that needed them. So lovely. Love it. Okay. Oh, Church Nelly has the Archwell. I'm going to put that up on the at the top. Yeah, going to put that up at the top. Give me just a second here. Okay. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. Oh, should be here. Huh. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. You and Lydia are both quick off the draw. Okay. I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat. So, yes, please make sure you do that at some point. Go through that Archwell website so they'll know that we are using it. And so, all right, let me continue here. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. And you know what? This was actually, did I screenshot this? Yes, this was a screenshot. All of the images that we have seen from this event was from the other side of the room, but I don't think there were any close-ups of them sitting with everyone observing the stage. So it was pretty cool to see them from this angle. Joan Lawman, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here tonight and being a member of Royal Sussex. Greatly appreciate it. Now, and then there was this one. Princess Meghan and Prince Harry are headed to Canada. I couldn't believe it. They are headed to Canada. And don't you all forget, we have an Invictus celebration. 2024 marks 10 years since the founding of Invictus by His Royal Highness Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. So we have that to look forward to. Don't know when that's going to take place. I'm literally smiling as I'm saying this, but there's going to be something. So we just don't know what, when, where. Maybe they'll do something in Canada. Who knows? But well, I don't want to say, but I think it might be another place, and I don't want to say where, but I think it might be in another place, and I'm just going to keep that to myself for now. I'm not saying that I know anything. I'm not saying, oh, yes. And it is the 1 year until Canada. It is the 1 year countdown for Canada. Thank you so much, Rohini. Almost missed that one. Yes, it is the 1 year countdown to Canada. Baron Anastasia just informed us that her baby girl is now walking. Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Walking already. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, those little bouncy steps. Nothing is cuter than when a baby starts taking those first steps. You can see them building their confidence. You can see the calculations. Can I or can I not do this? That is always fun to watch. And then, of course, everyone who comes and goes, did you see? Did you see? Yeah, everybody's got to witness that. So thank you for sharing that. That is so cool. Oh, and thank you, Black Queen. So, is this this one is a short one. I think I'll show the video. I will show the video just in case anybody missed it. I will share that particular video. I am in such a good mood. I love the way everything is coming together. Love it. Wait, which one is that one? Oh Lord. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. There we go. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are headed to Canada. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are going to be in Canada later this month. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will celebrate 1 year until the Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025. During their 3-day visit marking 1 year to go, they will join members of the participating nation's winter training camp, which provides an opportunity for team managers, coaches, and competitors to experience winter adaptive sports before the games next year. This past fall, the Sussexes were in Dusseldorf, Germany, for the 2023 edition of the Invictus Games, and to share the news of their upcoming engagements in Vancouver and Whistler, they released 2 new photos of the 2023 Games, photographed by their friend, Meeson Harriman. Next year's Invictus Games will be the first winter edition of the sporting event. The Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 will offer a global platform to expand the range and profile of winter adaptive sports. With deep respect, I'm also pleased to share that the Games in Canada will be held in partnership with the First Nations in the spirit of truth and reconciliation with Indigenous communities, Prince Harry said in a statement. The location has a special meaning for the couple as well. Back in 2019, the Duke and Duchess, along with baby Archie, vacationed on Canada's Vancouver Island just before announcing their decision to step down as senior working royals. There are glimpses into their time in Vancouver in their Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan, and recently Harry and Meghan were in Vancouver for a Canucks game where they celebrated the Invictus Games coming to the city. The Invictus Games Vancouver Whistler 2025 will take place from February 8th through 16, 2025. Oh, wow. I thought it was just going to be a quiet day, and pretty much it was. But then stuff just started coming out. Joan Lawman, thank you for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being here watching Royal Sussex. I am having deja vu, but I love it. This is like the best deja vu that I've had in all of 2024. Hit it, Dion. This is insane. All I did was say hello. Deja vu. Could it be? I used to like that song, and then it kind of got on my nerves because I don't know. It seemed like every time I was in an elevator or a grocery store, that song was playing. But I haven't heard it in years. But but now this song is stuck in your head. Deja vu. Could this be the feeling? Something she said coming through. Deja vu. That was a terrible song. Let's see. Mamie Ricks, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Thursday or early Friday for you. Okay, so Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are headed to Canada this month. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will celebrate 1 year to go until the 2025 Invictus Game. So, gosh, I'm trying to think. The first Invictus Game, that was in the summertime, so we may have a couple months before we have that 10-year celebration. So, yeah, maybe they won't do anything in Canada to celebrate. But maybe. You never know. There's no reason why we can't celebrate early. As long as we celebrate, that's the whole point. But yeah, so that's same thing there. And notice that one is the Toronto 2017. That is when they were there. That is when Harry was together with Meghan at an event for the first time, when she wore her ripped jeans and boyfriend shirt and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was very cool. And these are the two photos that Misan Harriman shared. The other ones that you saw in the video, I just kind of threw a couple in there to break up the monotony. But those are the two that Misan. Not bad for someone who picked up a camera 5 years ago, because his wife was worried about him, and his wife thought that he needed a little hobby. So she gave him a camera. And since then, he has become not only this amazing photographer who uses his camera to help other people tell their stories, especially people in areas that are suffering through drought or war, but also he has the voice of an activist. He doesn't just sit idly by and witness things. He speaks out about it. We're talking about Misan Harriman. He actually speaks out about lots of things. And then the other part of this very busy man is the fact that he has an Oscar-nominated short film, The After. So what I love, too, is that he's really good friends with the Sussexes, and everybody's like career, everyone's fortune seems to be rising at the same time. So it's good to see quality people with those kind of connections real time playing out in front of us, and not the kind of thing where this one falls out with that one and this one you know what I'm saying, how some people get engagement before they go on tour. They pick a fight with someone. Well, none of that is happening. These are just quality, hardworking people that are celebrating and uplifting one another. And that is so good to see. Instead of, people nearly coming to blows and all that kind of stuff. Don't need it. Don't need that excitement. Just help each other out. That's all you got to do. Yeah, keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. Yulia. I hope I'm saying it right. Yulia Pokova is yes, the warrior from Ukraine. As you know, she survived being jailed and held prisoner and hostage, and she was tortured every day by the Russians. And then, of course, the whole point of it, they weren't going to take her out of this world. They wanted her to do it herself. But there was something, call it the heart of the lion, or something. There was something greater than herself that actually pulled her out of it. And we had a chance to witness this because of the Invictus Games, because of the camera that was shared with Yulia from the Invictus producers, meaning, of course, Prince Harry and the Invictus Foundation and such. Well, because things were getting tough in Ukraine, they wanted her to just, record and everything that she needed to do for the documentary. They wanted her to do as much of it herself. And so people that she worked with, they knew she was wearing a camera. She was, if you want me to share, I will share. And that's what she did. Incredible story. And because of that, when she was captured by the Russians, she had to destroy one of the memory cards, but the other one, she had to hide it on her person somewhere. And she held on to it. Even after all that she had been through, she held on to it, which gave us a very brutal but honest front seat to Ukraine during this war. So that was incredible. That was incredible. That was the part of the heart of Invictus where my heart was like in my throat. I was like, I had to remind myself to breathe. I was so like pulled into the story, but it was brilliant. And since then, she has become quite the hero. And she went back, but she was gravely injured too. She has a lot of trouble walking. Anyway, so Yulia actually had an audience with the Pope. That's what I was working my way up to. Yulia had an audience with the Pope. She has been making the rounds. She's been to the White House. She received an award from the President of the United States. And she's been like all over the Western industrialized world, as well she should. And because some of us have been so blessed, we may never experience the direct effects of war. The only time most of us will is perhaps because we lose a family member or someone comes home injured or something like that. Well, she's seen everything. She's experienced everything. And it wasn't for certain that she was ever going to come back. And her daughter played in her place or competed in her place at the Invictus Games. And of course, that was to make sure that people remembered that her mother was still behind enemy lines. And that is something that family has to do. And we are called upon to do extraordinary things when we least expect it. It's the same thing that Winnie Mandela had to do. She had to make sure that people did not forget Nelson Mandela. Sometimes people do those extraordinary things, just ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So it wasn't just Yulia, it was her daughter and, the whole family, a lot of people that were pulling strings and everything. But eventually she was released and now we know the story. So that is incredible. And there is Yulia with Harry and Meghan at the Invictus Games. As you can see, from time to time, she's either with crutches or a walker, or she's using a cane. But I guess it depends on where the pain is. And I believe she had some corrective surgery. So don't know the state of her condition right now, but very cool. Yeah, and this was a sweet exchange that they had during the Invictus game. Aw, love that. Love, love, love that. Yeah, how cool. Everybody at the Invictus game Yulia was like one of the biggest heroes anywhere at the Invictus game, as well she should have been. And of course, this is when she was presented with a medal from Harry and Meghan. Yeah, Black Queen. I tried not to even go there, but yes, you're right. Unspeakable. Unspeakable. Anything that they could do to break her spirit, they tried it. And here is Yulia with one of the First Nation people in Canada. They had a mock up of a canoe, and it was an opportunity to, I believe that is the flag, or is that one of their blankets? I think it's the flag. And people would, I believe, if I got it correct, they would go and spend time talking to the Canadians because they are going to host the next Invictus Games, Whistler and Vancouver. So that was very cool that they were there. And of course, Peace, our Peace, the squatty extraordinaire, the super squatty Peace. Peace is everywhere doing some of everything. And Peace is, she has a black belt in being a squatty. I mean, she will take the fight to the enemy. She has appeared on British television wearing a Sussex squad t-shirt. So, and she's also been very active with the sickle cell anemia community. She's even written a book about a relationship and sickle cell. And anyway, she does more things before 8 a.m. than most people do all day. And I really do admire her. She was doing a fundraising thing where she actually did some skydiving. Yeah, she did some skydiving. So from time to time, I do mention her when she has a fundraiser. I think I've done that at least twice. So, but yeah, she sometimes just goes out on her own, and she will get a link for whatever fundraiser, and it's a pleasure to support her. I'm always glad to do that, and I would recommend if you ever see any of her fundraisers on the Twitter, make sure, even if it's just $5, do what you can. All right. And of course, a little one-on-one with Yulia and Prince Harry, soldier to soldier. Okay. All right, then let's keep it moving. Now, so the ripple of hope. This is the acceptance speech that Harry and Meghan had given on camera. That little video that I couldn't show you, but I'll let you listen to it. Well, this is them actually doing the actual acceptance of the award, and that is Carrie. Is it Carrie? How am I forgetting that? Yeah, it's Carrie Kennedy, right? Oh Lord, how did I forget her name? Well, anyway, that's Robert F. Kennedy's daughter. I just went blank on her first name for some reason. But yeah, so she presented the award. So it is the tale of two Robert F. Kennedy children. Her brother is running for president, and he's like a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. And then she's from the right side of the family. So they're still a family. They still love each other. But politically, they just don't see eye to eye. So I would say her brother's almost more like a libertarian, if that makes sense, a libertarian, which is like a conservative, but they're more strict about the Constitution. Yeah, I think that's it. But either way, he's a jerk. And I wish he stopped trying to run for president. And then there was this, of course, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle working on scripted series 2 unscripted shows, and a movie at Netflix. Why? Because they are executive producers. That's right. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, they are executive producers. And they are handling their business. And that is one of the reasons why they were in Jamaica, because they are actively networking. They are planning to roll out some stuff this year. And as you know, Meghan was very excited when she was on the red carpet that time to say that we got some stuff coming out and she's looking forward to it. So yes, they do. And yes, they will. And we will be here for it. And we are going to throw our support behind them. So let's see. Netflix crashes for viewers as Harry and Meghan documentary airs. So just to remind you guys, Harry and Meghan have had incredible success thus far with Spare, The Bench, the Archetypes, the docuseries, and what am I missing? Anyway, they've done very well, very well. They have constantly exceeded expectations, right? And because of that, there are times when people want them to get involved with things because their presence, their interest helps to bring about more awareness, whether it is a movie or let me see, what was the other one? Oh gosh, it was something. Oh, well, what was it called? Live to Lead. Live to Lead. They didn't produce, I don't think they produced it, they presented. They were the presenters. And it was, some interviews that had taken place over a period of time. But as a favor to the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Harry gave a speech at the United Nations, and also they were able to do the Live to Lead. But that was something to do with the Nelson Mandela Foundation, and the Sussexes were there as a favor to the Mandela family. So those are the things that you do when you are prominent people, especially when you are the most popular royal couple in the world. Sometimes you're in great demand. I mean, just imagine some of the things that people have asked, and they were like, I would love to do that, but right now is not the best time for it. So sometimes they have to say no. And there you go. Invictus. Oh, yeah. Heart of Invictus. The Me You Can't See. Spare. Elephants. The Bench. Archetypes. And the docuseries. Harry and Meghan. And Live to Lead. Those are just a few of the things that they have been up to. And stay tuned, because there's going to be more coming. They're going to keep it coming. As I said before, they're working on that other stuff. So you all will be very well fed by Harry and Meghan. Good night, Anastasia. Thank you so much for staying up with us. Yeah, and I'm not going to be on so late tomorrow. I promise. I did not want to go on that late today, but didn't want to not go on. So I'm here. Because it was just so much stuff and I was excited to talk about it. So let me see. Is that it? Yes. Here we go. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle working on scripted series, 2 unscripted shows, and a movie at Netflix. There's been a lot of speculation as to the future of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's deal with Netflix, fueled by their recent appearance at the premiere of Bob Marley, One Love in Jamaica, reportedly at the invitation of Paramount Pictures CEO Brian Robbins. There's been much talk as whether the duo would continue working with the streamer. However, Netflix Chief Content Officer Bella Bajaria seemed to quell these doubts by teasing a few more royal projects in the works from the pair, who signed an overall deal in 2020. "Oh, what are they working on?" said Bajaria at a Netflix Slate event. "They have a couple of unscripted things they're working on with Brandon Raig, and they actually have like a bunch of development. They have a movie in development, a scripted series that they're working on. So all very early development with a movie, a TV show, and a couple of unscripted shows. But yeah, the movie's great." Bajaria didn't disclose what any of these projects were, but last year the duo, who run Archwell Productions, acquired the screen rights to Carly Fortune's Meet Me at the Lake novel to turn into a movie. It tells the story of a couple who meet in their 30s and deals with themes of childhood trauma, including losing a parent in a car crash, mental health challenges, and postnatal depression. The Harry and Meghan docuseries from the couple launched in December 2022 with 6 episodes. They also made Live to Lead, an interview series featuring the likes of Greta Thunberg and Gloria Steinem, and Harry's Heart of Invictus documentary series launched last year. Deadline revealed that they were also working on an animated series, Pearl, which was created by Markle, but it was dropped in 2022. See why it's so much fun doing those edits? I love editing the videos. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. I love doing that. Okay, so that was one of the videos I made earlier today. Thank you everyone who did watch those earlier. I really, really do appreciate that. It is fun to do it, but it's also fun to see that people are actually watching them. So look forward to some more very soon. And although the Windsors have the BBC and Fleet Street, Harry has Netflix, Spotify, Penguin, and a smorgasbord of U.S. chat show hosts when it comes to winning the hearts of Britain's under 50s. The country's most powerful clan is holding a pea shooter in a gunfight. Well, this was a quote from some time ago. They're not with Spotify anymore, but I love that one. Let's see. Lydia Avakis, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for being here tonight. And Eric Holness, I'm sorry, Andrew. I always call him Eric. I usually say it in my head, but that slipped that time. But it is Andrew Holness, not Eric. But let me play that little, I read it the other day, but it's better if you hear it from his voice.
I was asked to participate in the local premiere of the Bob Marley biopic, One Love. I was pleased. And I was also very happy to see royals coming to participate in this major event. Unsuspecting. Little did I know that I would be drawn into some internal issues in the United Kingdom. But so it is. More publicity for Jamaica.
Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. But yeah, he is having a field day with this. I wish you could see the big smile he has on his face. I wish you could see the big smile he has on his face. It's so funny. And everybody's like laughing at the UK.
When I was asked to participate in the local premiere of the Bob Marley biopic, One Love, I was pleased. And I was also very happy to see royals coming to participate in this major event, unsuspecting. Little did I know that I would be drawn into some internal issues in the United Kingdom. But so it is. More publicity for Jamaica.
All right. Love that. Love that. Sorry about that little interruption there. But yeah, so like you said, I had no idea, but it happened. And you know what, y'all? It was like 3 other videos that came out today. I don't know where they came from. I have no idea where they came from. But let me see. Yeah, it was Harry and Meghan, like a collage of images and videos from stuff that they've done. They're like, let me see, that one's 3 minutes. No, that's not 3 minutes. It's like a couple minutes long. But I don't know where these came from. They were just suddenly there, but they all pretty much are the same message that you heard from the video I showed. Well, where she's wearing the blue. But yeah, I don't know where that came from. But so far, nobody's sharing it on the YouTube, and I'm not going to be the first. But I don't even know how to link it to you because it was on Twitter. It's not even on the YouTube. It was on Twitter. So I don't even know how to link it to you. But I will try to find out some more about those videos tomorrow. And I'll figure out if I can share them or not. But like I said, all of a sudden, it was just stuff dropping left and right today. Couldn't believe it. But I have been enjoying it. So they are getting ready for something big, Harry and Meghan. They are doing their rollout for 2024. So be prepared to be impressed, to be excited, because there is stuff coming down the pike, as well it should be. Okay, and let's continue. So that is the skirt that Meghan was wearing. That is the skirt. Just in case you were not able to see it, that is the skirt right there. And it looks like she has the top on too. But that is Carolina Herrera. What a beautiful sheen it has, right? That is beautiful. That is, now just imagine something that nice. Could you imagine if Ford Fiesta put that on? It would just ruin it. Ford Fiesta could take something like that and just make it seem like a truck stop diner person is wearing it. Yeah, Ford Fiesta ruins outfits like that. Oh, it would look so dumpy and provincial, right? It would look so dumpy and so wrong. All of the shadows and all of the light would be all over the place. It wouldn't be proper. Meghan is the one to wear something like that, not Ford Fiesta. Ford Fiesta would just, she would have all kind of weird bulges, and it'd be flat where it shouldn't. It would be protruding where it shouldn't. I mean, she would just ruin it. You hear me? She just ruin it. She ruins everything. You could take some of the nicest apparel, and then she puts it on, and it just goes straight to hell in a handbasket. It's not nice what she does to decent clothes. I feel for the designers that have gone through so much trouble starting their professional careers only to, I guess, well, I'm going to show you what the problem is. I haven't shared this in a while, but I'm going to show you what the problem is. It's not Ford Fiesta's fault. It's just that she's got that weird thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Ford Fiesta can't help it. She's just, there's something, well, let me show you. You see, Meghan, who has been royal long before she married Harry, she just has that very serene quality, that ethereal beauty. And then there's Ford Fiesta, who is just very, you could almost hear her feet hitting the ground like a Clydesdale coming towards you, like a Budweiser commercial, right? You just know how they say the Native Americans used to put their ear to the train tracks so they can hear the enemy coming. Well, with Ford Fiesta, you can just put your ear to the wall, to the ground, and you just hear her stuffing along. So yeah, she's not. She really shouldn't wear certain things. It's just not for her. And don't ask me how I manage. Don't ask me how I managed to procure the X-rays of both Duchess of Sussex and, at the time, Ford Fiesta, the Countess of Wessex. But never mind all that. I got it. And now you can see why I say certain things she just shouldn't wear, because she just ruins it. She ruins it. And it's not, anything physical. It's just her nasty attitude and cutting her eyes at people and all that kind of stuff. It's because she's mean. Anyway, it looks good on Meghan, but I think if I ever see her wearing something like that, I am going to call Benjamin Crump. Yes, I'm going to call Benjamin Crump, attorney at law. Ford Fiesta wouldn't wear that skirt because she couldn't get it from the designer for free. Word is designers are getting extremely, picky about who wears their clothes for promotion. As well they should be, because you don't want somebody just coming along and ruining things, right? It should be against the law. They should outlaw that, actually. It should be against the law. Okay. That was enough shade for now. You know what? I don't know why I put this one up there, and I keep forgetting that I did, but let me see. I don't think I have the video, do I? I don't think I have it. So that might be a moot point, because I don't think I have the video. Or do I? Oh yeah, I do. I think I do. Well, I'll do it anyway.
That we either love to be on one side or your family, a really polarising subject that we either love to be on one side or the other of. And I think it's really unfair for us to make decisions about what they should be doing and whether they should be coming back. They're a family. If they want them to come back and they decide to spend time with their grandma, then they should do. And the idea that you're calling it could be a distraction and Prince Charles is worried. Well, the distraction proves that beside the Queen, Harry and Meghan are the most popular royals. And so basically,
okay, well, so I think they're the most
you only need to look at today's front pages and the whole weekend to see that Harry and Meghan, if they can splash a picture of Harry and Meghan anywhere with a headline, they will do it. So I'm a producer and I have also worked for Netflix. So I will say this to you. We all say that Harry and Meghan want their privacy, but they want to be in the public eye. They just didn't want to be bullied, abused and harassed by the press. They didn't say that they were never going to come out again and do things on their own terms.
No, they are
shining a light on the Invictus Games, heroes and veterans who should have a light shone on them.
You cannot be a royal and get rich, and Prince Andrew's tried to do that, and it's disastrous. At least they've said we divorce the royal family and we'll get rich separately.
Are you really holding them to different standards than the rest of the royal royal family, because we have a whole list that we could bring up of Fergie, Andrew and all the rest of them who have tried to use their royal connections to get meetings and business deals for people outside of this country with our government, that you are holding them to completely different standards.
Let's have some calls.
People love them. They're popular.
That's very interesting, yeah.
Okay, that's why I put that up there. I wasn't sure, but that's why I put that up there. You tell them, Jasmine. Now, Netflix crashes. Okay, I did that already. As people all over the world tune in, the highly anticipated Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary. Oh, whatever. Some viewers have complained that the streaming service crashed. My Netflix is crashing. This is like getting Glastonbury tickets all over again. Hashtag Harry and Meghan Netflix. You know, there is a lot of Harry and Meghan fans out there that didn't even know that they were fans. But I think as squatties, we worry a lot because we are in a bit of a bubble in terms of the Sussexes because of the way the algorithm drives the same information to us day after day. And we have to remember most people in the world are not as exposed to as much of Harry and Meghan as we are, or the royal family for that matter, or anything. So try to keep that in perspective, because it is overwhelming and it is such a feeling of doom and gloom when you see people sitting on Talk TV and GB News and such. And yeah, sometimes I have that feeling of dread, but not everybody is paying attention, and certainly not everybody all the time. And also, you have to remember that a lot of the stuff that they say is just to keep you upset. And like an abusive relationship, you keep going back to the same media sources so that they can cause anxiety and upset you all over again. And my first time when I really decided I had had enough was during the presidential election, and I was watching MSNBC, and I noticed the way that they were stringing people along. They were insisting that Bernie Sanders stood a chance, when the truth is it was already over. It was over. Hillary was never in a vulnerable position during that whole time. But you wouldn't know that by the media, which was depending on your viewing and engagement. But it's the truth. I would not lie about something like that. If I thought it was anything else, I would tell you exactly that. But it wasn't. There was never a point. But every day, they kept feeding in this false hope that something was going to change. Now, I will say this. The other candidate running in an election is obligated to stay as long as they choose to stay. But the problem is that there was a lot of damage being done to the brand Democrat Party because of the infighting and apathy that was stirred up. That was something that cost us on election day. So, while, in spirit, I believe, yes, you should stay in as long as you want to. But anyway, I don't want to stray too far into that. The point is that it's abuse. And if you find yourself watching any of those talk shows or reading certain material, you have to stop, because they are abusing you. And they will keep you coming back because you're going to hope that there is something new and different that is going to be said or done, and that there is finally some hope, but it usually isn't. So if there's something that is causing you anxiety, that is making you upset, step away from it. Even if it's Royal Sussex, step away from it. Your mental health is more important than anything else. If you're not taking care of yourself, then you won't be here to help anybody. So that is why it's so important. So every so often, I have to say this as a reminder, and hopefully you will hear my strange, scratchy voice when you get that feeling like, oh my God, this is awful. I can't hear anymore. Switch it off. Step away. Save yourself. Okay, let me see. Oh, I thought I saw you out the corner of my eye. Hi, all. Congrats on 50K, Baron. Hugs. Thank you so much, Duchess of Success. And thank you so much for being so supportive all this time. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. And as always, thanks for letting us know you are safe. As you know, we all are your extended family. And because we know you're traveling, we always, I can't tell you how many times I said, I hope the Duchess of Success is on because she wasn't on yet. So I'm always looking just to make sure that you're on or whatever, because we just want you to be safe. And you're a big girl, you know how to take care of yourself. But I'm just saying, you have people that are thinking about you. Okay. And all right, so this right here, Prince Harry and Travelist launches sustainability certification initiative. Okay, I'm going to spare you this video. I'm going to spare you this one, but it's about 3 minutes long, and it just explains Travelist. I would recommend watching this one. Just go to the the videos and find it. I recommend you watch this one. If you find yourself on those Twitter streets or X streets or whatever streets, if you find yourself having to defend the Sussexes, trying to explain this Travelist, let me give you my best interpretation. Of course, by the time I get through talking, I could have shown you the video, but I'll try to be brief. Travelist is for people who want to make choices when they travel. You can figure out how much carbon emission, actually they figured out for you, but let's say you're going to Seattle, right? Am I going to take this plane or that plane? Will I go direct? Will I do a connecting flight? Will I take a train? Should I drive? They give you an opportunity to know, to identify how much carbon emissions your particular journey is going to produce. That's it. There's no one telling you not to fly. There's nobody getting into your consciousness and trying to make you feel bad. You know how I always say Meghan chooses fashions that are sustainable? Meghan always leans towards sustainability, like with the man-made diamonds or the jeans that she wears. Even that blanket that she had for Lilibet Diana came from someplace sustainable, someplace that I believe was empowering for women. Well, Travelist is for people who want to do the right thing, but they still want to travel and do the right thing. So that way they can look at their travel arrangements, and right there in the corner, you're going to see how much carbon emissions are produced. So it's about choice. They're not taking anything from you. They're not being hypocritical like William and Charles. It is only there for people who have a consciousness and awareness about how much carbon emission, their carbon footprint. They want to know. They want to make choices. Maybe they'll decide to not go based on that. But whatever the case is, at some point, because of the climate change, we all may want to be more involved with making those decisions. And just like with mental health, Harry and Meghan, Harry jumped onto this idea of the Travelist early on, but pretty soon there are going to be other people that are going to try to outdo them, right? Just like with the Invictus Games. Harry realized that in Europe there was nothing like Wounded Warriors. Most places didn't. I don't care where it is. Most places didn't have anything like that. And so Harry, getting the idea from seeing injured servicemen, traveling with them, as a matter of fact, and also going to the U.S. and going to the Wounded Warrior game, he went back to the UK. He even had to present a plan to get funding, additional funding, just to pull it off. And he was successful. And that's only because of the passion that he had for what he was doing. You see, when you have a passion about something, it's not about profit. It's not about fame and notoriety. It's about the pleasure that you have in building something, taking nothing and making something out of it. And that's exactly what he's done. And something that, well, his brother has been unable to do. His father has had some experience with that, but pretty much most people in the royal family just wait for people to set up a scenario for them to look involved, to look like they have a conscience, to look human, if you will. But yeah, so that is why every day, Connie Bomber! Hey, Connie Bomber. I just looked out the corner of my eye and just like, Connie Bomber. Okay. Hey, Connie Bomber. I had to get some water after that. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. So yes, that is my best explanation for the Travelist. So if you feel a need to explain it, or if you don't understand it and you just want to know, then please watch that video and it will explain it probably in better detail. Well, I know in better detail than I just did, but it's about choice. It's not about taking away. It's not about guilt. It's just about choice. And there's a nice little group shot of the Travelist people. I don't see that CEO person or that whoever was supposed to run the operation. Remember the one that he invited to the to the Kensington Palace when he had the idea. Oh, let me see. Hi all, just taking a break for a few days. Thanks for always looking out for me. Oh, absolutely. And you get a bell for that. Lisette. Good morning, Lisette. So Prince Harry, not-for-profit Travelist partners with Google for major push to change the way we travel. Prince Harry wants to change the way we travel. Yes, absolutely. And look at Prince Harry doing all those, making those decisions and strategies. And our little kid has grown up. Look at him, just duking and Sussex scene all over the place. Yeah. What a talent. What a talent. When you consider how angry and triggered other people in their family is, because what comes natural for him was easy for him. Addressing a room full of people, he's absolutely fearless. His wife is absolutely fearless. And yet you have all of those bitter people back in Narnia who just cannot put a handle on this. And even worse, Charles will bore you silly. Charles has been at it for a long time, but I have to tell you, it's not so much that Princess Diana was taking attention away from him. He's just boring. But people love Harry. What a gift to have, that people just love you just because. warts and all. People just love you just because. Now, that is a gift. Now, another royal is taking a short break from duties as King Charles, Kate, and William are sidelined, while King Charles, and Princess Kate recover from surgery. Prince William has taken time off for some unexplained reason to support his wife, but who is left to represent the royals. Hey, Susie Q. Who is left to represent the royals? I almost hate to answer that question because, well, anyway, we'll get to that. The royal family is relying on just a few members to keep up with duties. Like, let's see, both Kate Middleton and King Charles were discharged from the hospital. This is an American magazine, The Hospital. Thank you. I was getting real complex about that. On Monday, following their respective surgeries, and the palace said the Princess of Wales. Oh, anyway, who cares about that? Let me get to there it is at the bottom. It's standard for the royals to take a short time off after busy trips. A look at the royal diary suggests that Prince Edward is not expected to step out again for another week. On February the 8th, the Duke of Edinburgh is scheduled to attend a reception at the Institute of Physics and a talent showcase at the Savoy. As patron of the Production Guild of Great Britain. God, what is that? And according to the calendar of the British royal family, upcoming engagements. Okay, so yeah, Edwin is going to take at least a week off. Yeah, you know what? I mean, he's not a kid anymore. I guess it makes sense. But a lot of people are kind of nervous for Eddie because Edward's been looking rather scrappy and small, and he's very, very thin. So it could be that he is on a organic meal plan or something like that. Also, people have been wondering whether or not he and Sophie are still a couple, since Sophie was wearing that necklace, and the only family initial that was missing was Prince Edward's. That says a lot. And they have been doing things independent of each other as of late. So that's also very strange. And I do believe she's no longer wearing her wedding band. So there's a few things that lead people to believe that for the sake of the monarchy, they are going to keep up appearances, just like Hyacinth's bouquet. They are going to keep up appearances. The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Mind the road, Richard. The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Well, I haven't done Hyacinth's bouquet in a while. Do I still have it? Okay, let me try that one more time. The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Mind the road, Richard. Oh, Elizabeth. Okay, got that out of my system. And then, of course, there is a new product available at the Sandringham gift shop, as well as the Windsor Castle gift shop, and any place else where royal products are sold. You will find Prince Charles and his amazing royal cherry lip gloss. If you want to look just like Charles III, and by the way, I have done absolutely nothing to this photo. That is how it appeared to me. But I did do some research, and apparently Charles III has been wearing his own organically sourced cherry lip gloss. all natural, no food additives, no food color. It is the Royal Cherry Lip Gloss. So look at how much more supple and perky his lips are, right? A healthy dose of that, and it makes him look at least 10 minutes younger. At least 10 minutes younger. Oh, yeah. I can see why he is so popular because men want to be him and women cannot stop looking at him. They cannot because they want to know, where can I find that organic cherry lip gloss? It is his color. I mean, it does match his nose. It matches his nose. So, oh man. Yeah, may this haunt your dreams. Well, if I had to see it, you all have to see it too. So may this haunt your dreams. Yes, Charles III and his very, very cherry, very lip gloss. Oh, Camilla, I'm out of my cherry lip gloss. Oh, Camilla. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm out of my cherry lip gloss. Now, Queen Camilla and Princess Anne are holding up the ceiling while both King Charles and Kate Middleton are recuperating from surgery, and Prince William is supporting the princess. It's hard to say that without laughing, but apparently William is supposed to be supporting what's the name? Kate. So there's Anne, and of course they went and got a whole bunch of school kids and made them stand out there and scream. And if they didn't, they weren't going to let them go back into the heat. I'm just saying, that's what somebody said. Okay. Sophie has been. Sophie and Camilla have been putting on quite the performance. You know, Anne doesn't have to prove anything. And there's Camilla. I think she had another makeover because if you remember last summer, they put her on the cover of Morgue magazine. Now, I don't think she realized that she was on the cover of Morgue. She thought it was Vogue. You know, sometimes when she doesn't have her reading glasses, she don't see so good. So she thought she was on the cover of Vogue, but it was actually the cover of Morgue. And down below, that is a very young Camilla. You know, the magazine has been around for over 100 years, and there's a very young image of Camilla when they first pieced her together from, you know, spare parts. And but yeah, so that is, I guess that's that new look for Camilla. It's called Country Startled. You know, it's called Country Startled. Instead of town and country, is Country Startled, because you're supposed to turn your head fast and look like you're frightened, you know, like you just caught a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. Yeah, so they call it Country Startled. But yeah, she's supposed to be looking very chic and hot. You know, this gives her a chance to run things until Charles is better. You know what I mean? So to us, she may appear a certain way, but for those people that are, you know, have a chance to see her up close and personal, she has a completely different effect on people. I'll show you. Yeah, she has a completely different effect on people up close. See what I mean? Up close, she has a completely different effect on people. You really can't prepare yourself for it. And then check it out, Rebecca English, of course. They've got a combined age of 149, to the likes of which I say, that's it. But Queen Camilla, the Queen consort, and Princess Royale, Princess Anne are holding the royals show together while the King and the Waleses are out of action. Okay. But yeah, look at the size of the crowd. Look at Camilla. They must have, I don't know if they told them they'll get a chance to feed sugar cubes or carrots or something. Maybe all those people got little apple slices in their pockets. What do you think? Maybe they got some little sugar cubes or apple slices in their pocket. Oh man. Now, they said a combined 149 years. And I have had a spot of bother because I have been trying to work out this age chart for a while. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think it goes up high enough. I don't think it goes up high enough. And especially, these are all just, companions. But it doesn't have any category for best in show. You know what I mean? It has no category for best in show or roadside rescue. It has nothing for people who have gone to a animal shelter, and you know what I mean. So I don't know. I can't figure it out. Now, as you know, the Daily Mail, they have a tab that says Royals. And then when you go into it, it further expands to the individual members of the family. Well, here you can see this is supposed to be Kate Middleton news. There is very little real news, but, just loosely based on Kate Middleton, except the family anguish as pregnant teacher hurt herself. You see that one that I put in the red box there? It was one thing when they had this as a, new story, a new thing that they were mentioning, even though it was 2 years old, as though they're trying to tell us something, right? We talked about that the other day or yesterday. As though they're trying to tell us something. For what? What are they trying to say? Are they sending a signal to Kate? Is it a warning? I don't know. And then also, I'm going to show you something. Let me show you this. So the article, this one right here, Queen Camilla, Princess Anne. The photo on the right, the photos at the bottom, those were all included in the article. They got Charles looking silly with the cherry lip gloss. Camilla getting out the car, right? That was in it. And these photos. And then when it got to Kate, once again, this photo. This was a photo that they shared when they said she was out of the hospital. Out of all the photos that you have, you find the one where William looks like he's at the end of his rope. Like if he could just get away from her for like, I don't know, 14 days. That's the look he has on his face. Why would you use this photo for Kate getting out the hospital? And then use it again in an article about how the other ones are, holding up the fort, holding, things together. And you're still using the same photo. Is this the go-to photo for Kate for now? until we finally get the message. I just thought that was strange. Sussex love? I don't know. Maybe it's deliberately confusing, so we don't know. It's very hard to say. I don't want to commit to anything in particular because I just don't know. But it's not as though I'm void of suspicion, but it's just so many different scenarios, so many different ways it could play out. So is there going to be a divorce? Is someone still in the hospital? Was they ever in that hospital? And yeah, until we have proof, they have left it wide open for speculation. And maybe that's exactly the way they want it. Maybe that's where they want us to be, sitting here trying to guess and imagine what the truth is. But one thing we cannot ignore, and that is the way that Kate appeared to the world before she disappeared. Okay. Yeah, and someone said it's as though he's afraid someone's going to bring up her name or ask about her. Yeah. As I always say, if it wasn't for Harry and Meghan, this would not be a topic of discussion for me in any capacity. I just don't care enough about them. But all of these outcomes in the most inauspicious and indirect way has an effect on the Sussexes. When William becomes king, he's going to be that much more frightening. And, I guess you have to know the way of thine enemy, not to say that they're enemies to me, but there's something so inconsistent that it just begs for a closer look. So, but yeah, it just begs for a closer look. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for your comment. Also, the Scorpio in me. I'll say this: the Scorpio in me, the one that likes to sit back and watch and wait and see, how much success mean people have, and that is a mean girl. Both of them are very mean. As a matter of fact, they're both mean girls. Those are two very mean girls. A couple of petty betties. They are cruel, and they have been awful to the Sussexes. And so I am very interested in what happens to them, and I'll keep my interest to myself. Okay, so it's total nonsense. Palace fury over Spanish shows lies that Kate was in a coma and in great danger following Princess of Wales surgery. Well, Daily Mail finally got the courage to bring it up. They finally worked up the courage. Yes, they did. Overseas journalist, Concha Kalia, claimed doctors had to act quickly as they were saving her life. In a broadcast the day before she was released from, that's right, it was a broadcast. Oh God, here we go. From hospital. Too good to be true, right? The writer 59, who has appeared on Spanish TV as a royal expert, said the medical team drastic actions included intubating the 42-year-old princess and putting her in an induced coma. Wow. she claimed there were serious complications that they didn't expect because the operation went well. So that is scary stuff. That is some very scary stuff. I don't care who it is. That's very scary. So whatever is or is not going on, the only thing that I will say positive and supportive is the children need their mother. The children need their parents. And at a time when there's so much confusion surrounding anyone of her stature, you got to know that the children will be exposed to certain information. And it just doesn't do any good for the children to be sitting somewhere confused about things, and waiting and begging for information from the other adult people, and you know what I mean. So it's the kids that matter where this is concerned. So wishing the best for the children. Thank you, Angela Barnes. That is very generous. Okay. Now, again, why do they keep using that other photo of William looking angry or disappointed or pissed or whatever? The other one is this article from January 26th, where they were showing William as the ultimate single dad, right? William Prince, is it what does this say up there? Hold on, I can't see it. Oh, it's modern dad Prince William is very confident looking after George, Charlotte, and Louis. Prince William won't be fazed by having to solo parent his 3 children, all whilst Princess Kate, that is, remains in, oh God, hospital. Remains in hospital. Oh, pretty soon I won't have to do that again. Hospital. And there's no picture of Kate. Kate was not included in that photo. Not included. And you all, I'm telling you, until all of this blows over and until we see them out together in an engagement together, it just seems like it's over with for their relationship right now. I'm not saying divorce. It just looks like the relationship is over. And they are going to probably make an announcement. When we wait for an announcement, it doesn't have to be divorce. It could be separation. It could be an agreement to separate. And right now they're managing whether, if that is the case, they're managing their privacy. But at some point, they're gonna have to say something if Will and Kate are not going to do things together anymore. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't know what's going to happen. So, Mamie Ricks, thank you so much for being here. Let me see. Where am I at here? Oh, I think I'm almost done. I'm on slide 50. Ooh, I still got about 7 more. I told y'all I was going to need a little more time to get ready. Kim Peaches says, Farron, if this was Harry and Meghan still in the UK, Harry and Meghan would be doing all the work right now. Yeah, as a matter of fact, William probably wouldn't have took time off. He probably wouldn't have took time off. But then again, he's so lazy, he probably would have anyway. The best-selling book in Italian bookshops last year was Prince Harry's memoir Spare, with more than 300,000 copies sold. Now, these are copies in Italian bookshops. And I'm pretty sure that Robert Collins? I'm pretty sure that one of the Sussex squad members that live in Italy, in Rome rather, I'm pretty sure they bought a few copies to share. But yeah, 300,000 copies. Now that says nothing about the library withdrawals where people actually took the book home and read it or passed the book on, or how about the people that listened on the audiobook. So there's a lot of people that probably did that. But the actual physical copy of the book, some 300,000 copies sold. Very, very impressive. Compare that number to some of those books that those royal reporters / authors write, right? Like that compelling page turner called William at 40 by Robert Jobson. William at 40. Wonder how many of those hard copies sold. At least 10. I'm going to say at least 10. So the biggest selling book in Italian bookshops last year was Spare. Il Minore, which means minor, is derived from Latin. Il Minore. Prince Harry's explosive memoir with more than 300,000 copies sold in Italy. The book published in Italy by Mondadori tops the 2023 best-selling list. Complied, that is, by the Italian Publishers Association in collaboration with Nielsen Bookscan and Informazioni Editoriali. Attentiones, a pick a pocket. And with attentiones, a pick a pocket. Right? Attentiones, a pick a pocket. In second place comes that book right there, an award-winning debut published by Nord, which is currently being translated in 19 countries. And then something else it says there. Out of the total of 350,000 copies, including digital format, to make it the best-selling novel in Italy last year. Oh, okay. So there you go. Attentiones, bigger pocket. Okay, so there you go. Spare by Prince Harry. Il Minore. Il Minore. And, I put this together because I thought the movie was coming out and I couldn't find a date for release. So I'll just save it and use it later. But the movie is coming. The 6888. That is that movie about the all-black female army regiment, the first time they've ever had one that was abroad. And anyway, they made sure that the men on the front lines were able to get their mail wherever they were in Europe. Very valuable, because if there's anything that could break your spirit, it is being in war. And if there's anything that could bring you back from the brink, from the very brink, from the precipice of disaster, it would have to be having a letter from home. They didn't have telephones that was, in those rural villages, and under certain circumstances, you just had no way to communicate. But thanks to the 6888, people were able to send and receive letters from home. So very important service. Let me see. If they announce, I'm dying to see the spin from the press who say that Kate and William are the picture of a loving couple. Yeah, Nathan Dixon, that would be miraculous to see how they pull that off. It will be miraculous. I'm telling you. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know which way to turn. I really wouldn't. I would be so confused. But we may find out soon, very soon. Yeah, we may find out very soon. I mean, let's face it, Edward and Sophie, William and Kate, some of those key players, they're not doing so well relationship-wise, allegedly, in my opinion. So anyway, I will save that for another time. And guess what? I'm done. I am done. And not a moment too soon because I'm starting to get sleepy. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for your very generous and thoughtful contributions. Greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, share, and by all means, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. It is so important to the success of Royal Sussex. And just in case you need that information again, let me find it. It's called Royal Cherry Lip Gloss. Royal Cherry. If you want to have that monarchical experience every time you wet your lips, then try the Royal Cherry Lip Gloss. You can find it at Booth's Pharmacy. Also, you can find it at the gift shops of the various royal palaces, halls, castles, etc. You can find it there. Sitting on the shelf waiting for you. Okay. All right. I think we're good. All right. And let's see. What is our last of the day? Last word? No, not that one. That's just a little bit much. Let me go to my archive and see what I can find there. Okay. Yes, there we go. Something to close it out. You know, I thought I had saved something earlier, and now I don't know what I did with it. Oh, how about this Dr. Seuss? You guys remember Dr. Seuss? Unless someone likes you, care a whole lot. Wait, Dr. Seuss. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Dr. Seuss. Yeah. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Or how about this one? If someone sticks by your side through your worst times, they're the ones who deserve to be with you through your best times. In other words, when you get that scratch off and you win, like, I don't know, $1,000 a week for life or $5,000 a week for life, whatever those prizes are. Yeah, whoever stuck by your side, now you got to stick by them. Okay. And yeah, that's it. So we did that. Let me find my queens. Oh boy, where did that go? Oh, there we go. There we go. Our queen in heaven and the Sussex family rock. The force that keeps them all together. That presence, that sense of calm. And I hear she can cook too. Okay. All right, you guys. That is it for tonight. I am going to, maybe we'll do a, what is it? Once Upon a Time. Yeah, we'll do it Once Upon a Time. I don't know why I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it'll keep. It will keep. Whatever it is, it will keep. Reba H, hello. Reba H, you're just getting here? Because we were just about to leave. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? I'm not, though. Nope, I'm not. All right. So, time for the Once Upon a Time, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh. Don't you just love that? The ending just gets me every time. Dun, 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 dun. That just gets me every time. And you guys get me every time. Thank you for everything. Because, you guys just let me be myself. There's no hyper criticism and all that kind of stuff. Occasionally, some derangers that get in there and think of something negative to say. But you guys have witnessed this channel grow organically and naturally from where it was to where it is today. And it wouldn't be possible without your likes and shares and contributions and and being here for the good and the bad times, but mostly good times when we can fawn all over the photos and videos and such. That is always fun. I was on for 5 hours that night because of the videos from Jamaica. And I was so exhausted. I was stir crazy, but it didn't matter. The time went by so fast because, we were having fun. And I love those kind of days. It's like New Year's Eve when everybody's in for New Year's and everything. That's fun. So thank you all again for that. That is something I will never forget, is how much fun that we've had on those spontaneous times like that. Never forget that. Okay. Thank you, Vilma Smith. Thank you very much. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I traveled the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Ooh, no. Love. No. Hold your head up, move along. Keep your head up, move along. Hold your head up, move along. Keep your head up. Or put a sack over it. Yeah. Yeah, some heads you just need to put a sack over it. A little burlap, little some kind of like a little pillowcase to do in a pinch. Anything. Just cover it up. Yeah. Don't some heads ain't worth showing. Yeah. Yeah, you can dress them up and put cherry lip gloss on them, but some heads just ain't comfortable to look at. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head up. Keep your head up. Move along. Hold your head up. I know I love that song. I love Annie Lennox. God, she was so beautiful, wasn't she? I mean, she's still beautiful, but when she first hit the scene, it was just like she almost didn't look real. She almost didn't look real. I'm just like, nobody's that pretty. Okay. I know, right? Let me see. We love you because you have a God-given talent to make people laugh, and we all know how important it is to laugh out loud. Best medicine. Yes, I agree. It is the best medicine. I think that laughing a few times a day, laughing out loud, that is so good for you. Always so good for you. Okay. All right. Well, that'll do it then. I will see y'all. Good night.